everybody, welcome to Crafter's Story. It's Celeste here. So I been trying to figure out how to do textured paper because I've really wanted to do it, and I've tried putting leaves between papers and doing all kinds of weird things, but anyway, so I've gone back to doing just what I know how to do, and that is to use the backing of one of these paper napkins and then to glue it together with coffee and glue and water, or glue and food coloring and water, and then just to put something in between two layers. That all these other fancy, I'm not even going to try and tell you what I tried to do because none of it worked, but this is working, and I'm really happy with what the results here. There's so much. I'm going to bring this up a little bit and hope that it doesn't blur out on me, but there's so much texture. All these folds that you see here, it's all raised texture, and then there's some book pages that I managed to put inside, and just all these lovely textured pieces. That's with blue food coloring. Maybe I need more coffee. This is just with coffee. Also all this lovely textured, almost like veining, I suppose. So let me put these two away, and I have a protected sheet here. As you can see, it's well used, and I have my piece of, now this is the I have a napkin that I did start the corner of. Was it this one? Yes. So it's just a 2-ply napkin, and I've taken the backing off of this napkin, and that's what I've got here. So I will make another one now, but I want to do it with red food coloring this time, but just a tiny bit. Oh, did I want to do it with the red food coloring? I'm going to do it with the red food coloring, yes, but I also then want to see what will happen if I put some of these dried flowers, because I've got quite a few of these, and I'm not really using them up, and they're starting to kind of break apart a little bit, so I don't want to lose them. And I think the best for me to do is then to try them in this project, this little eco glue project, rice paper project. This is not Mod Podge. This is actually just liquid glue. I'm using the little bottle. It's just white Elmer's glue, and I'm going to eyeball this, but the measurement is, roughly speaking, 1 tablespoon of glue, 1 tablespoon of your color. In my case is going to be coffee. If it was food coloring, it's just 1 drop. So 1 tablespoon glue, 1 tablespoon coffee, and 2 tablespoons water. Like I said, I'm just gonna shake this up a bit. There's some water in here. Shake it up a bit, and it's roughly 1 tablespoon. Kinda. Yeah, kinda. And I think instead of coffee, I'm going to use my 1 drop of food coloring. And just 1, there you go. And then about 2 tablespoons of the water. Now I'm just eyeballing, guys. I think I'm right. There is no real measure to this, and I'm just using the back of one of my paintbrushes to mix this up. And because I want to see these flowers, I think this pink flower is going to disappear behind the pink of this dye, but I think this purple with the green is going to be fine. So let me, I think that's well stirred, kind of, maybe, sort of like, more or less. All right, so I just want, oopsie, just going to do it on the one side. I'm really just going to pour it on here carefully. And then, where did I put my paint? Oh, here it is. I have a very large soft paintbrush, and I'm going to very, very softly and carefully spread my glue and water and color mix like this. And I might have to put a little extra on. Let's see if I get away with what I have. And once we've done these, I don't really know how I want to use this textured paper. I guess you could call it rice paper as well. Crafter's rice paper. I'm going to put a little bit more here. I don't really know how I want to use it. I had some ideas for tags and pockets, you know, the usual stuff. Then I thought, oh, what about an envelope? That could be really nice. And then I thought, wow, it could be just a whole page in a journal, because that blue one that I had, I thought there's enough here to paste the whole thing down on just one page in a journal. I think that could look really, really amazing. And then putting your pockets and the stuff on top of that. So yeah, a couple of ideas. All right, so let us see how this is going to work. And I hope I'm not wasting this, but you know, you don't know until you try. Don't want to. There's a little one that's sticking to the plastic, all static. All right, I've got it off. Oh my gosh, that was almost a disaster. All right, down she goes. Here's another one. I hope this works. I think it will. I'm just going to put it out there in the universe. This is going to work just fine. And it's going to be beautiful. Right, let's put that up there. Wonder if I... Oh, come on. And then scoot these little petals down. Don't want to waste anything. That, and then these little guys, I'll just scatter them. There's quite a lot of space. I'm wondering if I have some of the blue, but that's unopened, so I don't want to. I have these leaves, which I think is open. Yeah, it is open. So what if I see what comes out? All right, let's just use this. And oh, that little guy's now upside down. Where do I put this? Here. Maybe pick him up and put him right side up. Here's another little one. Here's a pretty leaf. I think I can scoot him in there. And this one might be a bit big, but let's see if he has a, maybe there. I think I need more color. Don't know. I don't have any other ones. Here's a little yellow one, but I don't think the yellow is going to show up. I can try. Let me try. All right, there's a little yellow one, and here's another little guy. Maybe I can scoot him. And then these are little beigey. I'm not sure that they're going to show up, and I think they might be a bit big because I've used up all the space. I can try one there. All right, I think maybe I'll leave it at that. No, you know what? I can move this and squeeze. Oh, what am I breaking? Don't break. Okay, like that. All right, I think I probably have to stop there because I don't know if this is even going to work. You guys experiment alongside me all the time, and I really do appreciate that you come along and you know, watch me sometimes succeed and sometimes fail. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna probably, I don't know if I need all of this. It would make sense to use it all. Oh, I'm sorry, I knocked you guys. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Wrong way. You just saw my dirty floor. All right, let me go this way. Okay, that way we can all, it's a little closer and you can see what I'm doing. And let me smooth this all over the place without, and I'm trying to work so softly. I don't want to break the tissue paper, obviously. I did break it on that blue one. There's a T in it because I was being a little too rough. I think I was just in a hurry and not really paying attention, so I got distracted. But this, if I'm careful, is gonna be fine. And a lot of the purple, even that little yellow one, everything that I thought wouldn't work so far, I hope I'm not jinxing it now, so far is working. So all right, let's, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think, is just leave this alone. I say as I keep going, because I want this to dry. So I'm going to, we have to leave it overnight. It won't dry very quickly. Maybe if you're in a really warm area and you can put it out in the sun, you might have a better chance. Sorry guys, I know I said I'd leave it alone, but I'm trying to get some of this away. Maybe I can just run it back in because it's a bit thick in places and it's covering the flowers too much. So I'm going to try and just run some off back into the little container. Maybe make this pink a little lighter so that the plant material inside will show through a little better. Okay, all right, so that's, yeah, I think that's better. Okie dokie, that can now go. Give me 1 second. I can't put it on my floor directly because it'll stain. I just have to put it down on another one of those sheets. Okay, did that. Let me get another sheet out. There you go. And I do have, I'm just going to do a plain coffee one now, but I'm going to put the coffee in this mix because it has some of that pink in it. And then I want to show you what you can also do. So I'm having to now, I haven't got this one pulled off yet. And I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to break it. I think I can tear fairly fast, but knowing my luck, I say that and then as I go it rips. So if you guys don't mind just giving me a minute or less just to get this off safely. Wonder what will happen if I did the same technique with this, but I've got writing here, so that won't work on this particular one. But if I did, it's like a coffee, like aged this with a coffee stain, it could be nice. Okay, so I've zoomed us in quite a bit, so I don't know if I can zoom out a little bit like that. And let's make up, I'm going to have to put a little extra glue in here. I'm just going to eyeball a tablespoon again. And this time I'm going to, doing a lot of eyeballing here, guys. Another, is that a tablespoon-ish? Yeah, kinda. And now a bit more water. Just to mix it all together. Oops, ugh, maybe a bit too much water. That's okay. Okay, let's mix this lot up. And this time I'm not going to put anything between the pages. I just want a plain sort of coffee stain color, but the coffee is now looking almost like caramel. And I think maybe because of that little bit of red that was left over. Okay, so let me get this into the middle, more or less, and pour down my coffee. And let's get this spread out just very, very carefully again. I'm going to leave both of these that we've done now overnight, and then I'll come back tomorrow morning and do a reveal with you, and then maybe even see what that blue one might look like if I were to put it just as a, you know, a sheet, because I have a page in mind. Do you guys remember the beet, the eco dye paper that I did, and then I photocopied it, scanned it, and that was my last, not my last video, the video before. I was thinking of putting that blue here, like, oh, wrong side. I think just having it on, it kind of goes with the theme on there, on that side, to put this on this side as a cover on a whole page. I just think it's going to look beautiful. So I will try that, but let us first finish this one. And I will drop it down. So there's a lot of water. I think I put too much water in this one. So it's just drinking it up straight away. I'm probably just going to have to do a little tap here and there. I'm a little concerned that I've got more water than I have glue, because if that's the case, this is going to peel. It's not going to... it's really not going to stick. So I think I'm just going to add more, because the more of this that I add, the more glue I'm going to be adding, even though it might take longer to dry because I'm saturating it a little bit more. Okay, so here's where I'm going to go a little crazy. I'm going to take another watercolor, but this time I'm going to take green, and I'm going to put a little extra coffee like that. I'm just going to dump a dot here and there, because I want to see what happens. Just like that. And then I'm not going to use my brush. I am going to pick this up and just, oh my gosh. Oh, maybe I mustn't run it too much. It's just going to spread everywhere. Okay, well, I've kind of committed, so I'm going to have to just keep going with, and maybe I do need to use the brush. It's all about the experiment, guys. My coffee has turned green. So now I wonder if I just did this. It's going to take longer to dry for sure now because I've saturated this, but I think it's going to really, really look nice. I think so. I hope so. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, that's really going to be nice, I think. And also this worry that I had of not having enough glue and having too much water, I think I might have solved that issue. Just here where it's so very green. Going to, all right. Okay, well, let me, now hopefully I do this right. Do I ever do this right? No, I'm going the wrong way again. All you see is my socks and my floor. Sorry. Okay, that is actually really nice. And I think it's got that sort of forest, organic foresty feel to me, mossy foresty feel. So hopefully, cross fingers and hold thumbs. We always say hold thumbs, it means good luck. And we wish luck that this will dry like this and it will keep this pattern. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's the next morning. So I started this project around midday yesterday. It is now, I think, around about 8:30, and it is nice and dry. And this is a bit of a tricky part, taking it off this cutting board, this very thin cutting board or plastic, without tearing it. And you know, guys, if you don't have any of this plastic, some shopping bags, anything like that would be just fine to do this project on. And I think I went a little overboard on the green food coloring, because this is just green. I mean, there is some really nice veinings. I'm not upset. I'm not mad about it. I just wish that I had more of this sort of browniness coming through. So on my next try, I will put less of the green food coloring on. But let me now just try to get this off. So I found that the best way for me is just to get a corner and then to sort of run my finger along, almost like, have you ever put on that sticky plastic, what do you call it, the stuff, it feels a bit like I'm doing that. Can't think of the word now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to run my finger all the way along, and then at times I'm going to dare to pull. I tried to do this last night, but the glue was definitely still wet underneath between the paper and the plastic. But that came off beautifully. Very nice. Okay, so there it is. So it is slightly translucent like rice paper, not terribly so, and probably because I went a bit berserk on the green. But there it is. So you've got it double-sided. This one is a little more smooth, but you definitely, it's more of, you get indents where you get the texture kind of sticking out on this side. You've got the texture dipping in on the flip side. So you kind of have a two-sided option here. One smooth, one is rough. All right, so let me put that one aside. This is my favorite, and I love this so much. They've definitely put a dye of some kind on these dried flowers, because look at how the color ran, not only on that yellow there, but on this that had the red sort of berry type flower there. It ran quite a bit as well. I'm not mad about it. I kind of like it. This really, really is my favorite. And I'm wrestling with whether to cut it up and make tags or pockets out of it, or to use it as a full page. And because it's so pretty, cutting it up just feels wrong. So I think what I'm going to do is probably use this as a full page in a journal, or a very large pocket, or maybe even the cover to a mini journal, because cutting it up, I don't know if I can bring myself to do so, because it's so pretty. It does stick in places, and that's where you want to kind of do that loosening. Not sure what's sticking here, but let me just get it. Oh, it's this. All right, let me go this way. Don't want to break that stem and snap it. So let me see if I can go this way, maybe rather. Yeah, it seems like a better option. Okay. Almost there. Oh, I got it. I got it. So beautiful. I'm kind of a little bit maybe besotted. Let me do a flyby this way and you'll see. This is gorgeous. And for some reason, maybe I didn't put enough glue mix on, but for some reason the texture came out as little white bits, which is fine with me. But that also is gorgeous. We kind of did the running of the color. Okay, so this one is lovely. This one turned out great. Let me show you what I feel like I can do with these. I mentioned doing a full page with the pink, and I did a full page here. So I took my plain coffee stain and put it on a page, and I've started to already put down some embellishments to decorate the page. I did the same with the blue and have a pocket down here already. So this is going to become a part of a signature in a journal. The glue is a little bit wet, so I'm going to let it just kind of sit there. But out of both of these sheets that I showed you in the beginning of the video, I was also able to get enough out to do a tag. So I've got this tag that I've got drying as well. Some of the glue is still a little bit wet. There's some eco-dyed paper at the back. And then I have the blue, which is also waiting to dry. Some eco-dyed paper at the back. And then I have a couple of slivers of the blue still left to work with. Probably on a smaller scale in a collage, something like that. But folks, this is dirt easy to do and so beautiful. So I'll just bring this in to the side and you'll see, well, I'll stick it. Let me do that. then maybe I can fit it all in. Something like that. All right, well, I hope it's something you can try. Let me know what you think. And oh, wait, I forgot. I've got one more mini and a little mini. I've got a mini book out. So the blue, I had a lot of the blue. And so there's a little mini book. I'm probably going to put a couple of pages in the middle here as well. So yeah, lots and lots of opportunity to craft with your homemade textured paper. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. If you love this video, please give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.